Cadillac's future electric vehicle portfolio will be guided by the Lyriq. The Lyriq nails its styling assignment with an initial thunderclap of style, an abbreviated and raised tail, a broad laser-lit front end, vertical headlights, and the stance of a cornerback. It is, without a doubt, a descendant of the old art and science school, one that appears to be a century ahead of its time. The dramatic swoops of textured aluminum and sweeping digital displays in the cabin indicate progress on another vector. It's been polished to a lush, technical sheen, severing almost all ties to Cadillac's past. The first Lyriq to hit the road is powered by a 102 kWh battery pack and a single motor. A dual-motor all-wheel drive version is planned for late 2022. The single motor produces an estimated 340 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. The Lyriq is blessed with excellent straight-line performance that pairs with a sublime ride that doesn't require complex, high-energy adaptive dampers to buff the road to a nice, even sheen, with a forecasted 312-mile range and typically strong EV acceleration. The Lyriq seats 5 people and has a large back seat that sits ahead of a large cargo hold with 28.0 cubic feet of space. The seats are covered in synthetic leather. Real leather will not be available in the first model year. The Lyriq features automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitors, and the Super Cruise driver assist system, which allows hands-free driving on more than 200,000 miles of divided highways in the United States. The 33-inch curved OLED screen displays gauges and infotainment with clarity, but had some difficulty staying connected with our smartphones during our first drive. The Lyriq can be started, opened, locked, and preconditioned using Cadillac's digital key on your smartphone, which includes a 19-speaker AKG sound system with headrest speakers. Cadillac collaborated with more than a half-dozen charging station service providers to gain access to more than 60,000 Level 2 and DC fast charging stations nationwide. Fast charging at 190 kilowatts extends the range by 76 miles in 10 minutes. A Level 2 home charging option with 19.2 kW, 100 amp service increases charging speed by 52 miles per hour. At launch, 22-inch wheels are available for an additional $1,550, but expect those big rollers to reduce range. Is the Cadillac Lyriq all-wheel drive? The Lyriq has a 102 kWh battery pack and a single electric motor with an estimated 340 horsepower and 325 lb-ft of torque, as well as a 312-mile range. A second motor will power the front axle in an upcoming all-wheel drive version. Cadillac promises at least 500 horsepower and a towing capacity of 3,500 pounds from that model, but hasn't released final specs and won't begin production until late in 2022. Is the Cadillac Lyriq safe? Because neither the NHTSA nor the IIHS have crash tested it, we'll leave it unrated until we see some data. Automatic emergency braking, automatic high-beam headlights, blind spot monitors, adaptive cruise control, a surround view camera system, and active lane control are standard on every Lyriq. All of this helps to compensate for the Lyriq's poor rear visibility. That attractive roofline obscures much of the view. GM's Super Cruise driver assist is available. It maps hundreds of thousands of miles over which the Lyriq can be driven hands-free, but with a driver at the wheel, ready to take over if necessary. Is the Cadillac Lyriq fuel efficient? Its 102 kWh battery pack allows it to travel up to 312 miles, earning it a tentative score of 10 here. When the EPA publishes final ratings, we'll confirm. Cadillac intends to give owners a $1,500 credit toward a Qmerit home charging solution. The 19.2 kW charging setup can add up to 52 miles of range in an hour on a 100 amp circuit. There will be portable charging cords available. Instead, the credit can be applied to the use of EVgo fast charging stations. The Lyriq can pull a 190 kilowatts charge for up to 76 miles of range in 10 minutes, or nearly 200 miles in an hour, from a suitably equipped DC fast charge station.